Okay, we're recording on what is it? The 3rd of May. There you go.
Okay, if you haven't already, go ahead and mute yourselves and get everything quiet as you can. And just close your eyes. You're starting to feel comfortable. Closing your eyes. Breathing out. Becoming aware of the weight of your body resting on the surface beneath you. Sink deeper into this surface, allowing yourself to soften into the supportive area. And let your mind soften. Then take a slow inhale. Deep breath in. And an even slower exhale. And then take another one. Deep breath in, slow. And even a slower breath out. This is telling your brain that it is okay. And you're telling it that you can drift deeper into that dreamy, intuitive space between wakefulness and sleep. Let your head rest. Maybe feel the back of your head against a chair or bed or cushion, maybe whatever's supporting you. Feel your jaw loosen and let your shoulders melt. And you may feel your belly softening. Taking a deep breath in again. And then on your exhale, just imagine your belly softening even more as you drift off into this magical space and your body is relaxed into whatever surface you're on. Now, picture or imagine or think of a gentle wave of warm golden light starting at the crown of your head. And see it moving slowly down through your forehead, through your eyes, through your cheeks. And with each pass of this warm light, your mind becomes quieter, softer, and more spacious. Now feel this wave of golden light moving down your throat, into your heart, into your belly. And with it, you might feel more calm and floating. Your thoughts are becoming lighter, and your inner world becomes brighter. Now, picture, imagine, or think of you standing at the entrance of a large, bright inner landscape. It's a place only for you, nobody else. It's your place. And it's a place where your intuition speaks to you clearly and gently. And right before you, you see a soft path of white light. With each step you take along this path of white light, your consciousness deepens, your awareness deepens, your inner senses sharpen, and your intuition is becoming more accessible, more trustworthy, and more alive. As you walk slowly, feel the subtle knowing that rises from within your chest, your belly, and your inner sight. Ahead, you see a small pool of a shimmering blue light. It is the well of intuition, the well of knowing. And you sit beside it, and you let your breath match its gentle glow. Your breath is matching its gentle glow. And as you breathe in, inhaling, the pool of light brightens. And then as you exhale, it expands, radiating outward. Now, ask yourself within, what do I need to know right now? What do I need to know right now? Something may come to you, something may not. Don't force an answer. The answer will always come. And it can come in so many different ways, but you will know it. And you notice that perhaps your intuition is coming in softly. It may come as a feeling, an image, a word, or simply a sense of peace. Whatever arises is enough. Just rest here, receiving, knowing that whatever you want answered is being answered, and it's being answered in a way that you will know. Could be a sign, it could be a word, it could be something that doesn't make any sense. That's okay. And it may not come at all for a while. Just know it's there. That when you're ready to receive the answer, it will be there. Now, if you would like, place a hand over your heart or your belly, feeling the truth of what you sense settling into your body as a knowing, not as a thought, but as a knowing. And say to yourself, I trust my inner wisdom. My intuition speaks clearly when I am still. Again, I trust my inner wisdom. My intuition speaks clearly when I am still. And again, I trust my inner wisdom. My intuition speaks clearly when I am still. Letting these words ripple through your whole being. And Aage?
Stay in this state of mind. It feels good, feels comfortable. You know everything is good. You have this anticipation of wonderful things happening today. You are totally relaxed. All your body and your mind is relaxed. And we join our minds together as one. One mind creating a tremendously powerful wave of energy. A creative energy reaching into the source of all things and bringing it into our physical reality. There is no place you need to be right now except here. There is nothing you need to think about right now except this voice. And when the creative process speaks of things you want to have in your reality, create mental images around the words with feeling, emotion, vivid, colorful pictures, intention, and love following the image you created in your mind. We join our hemispheres of the brain together. We do that by heart-brain coherence. In your mind's eye, visualize your head and the brain with the two hemispheres reaching out for each other, and there are electrical strings of light going between the two hemispheres and join them together. Feel the hemispheres joining now. For the heart-brain coherence, touch your heart. Put your hand and your fingers over the heart. Hold it there. Slow down your breathing, knowing you are safe. We are safe. Feel and visualize in your mind the frequency of your brain at 0.1 hertz, as Greg Braden has been telling us. 0.1 hertz. Visualize 0.1. A frequency is created in your mind at 0.1 hertz. Think of the word appreciation. 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 The words have a frequency attached to them. It's a vibration. Appreciation. Gratitude. Think of the word gratitude. 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 We have gratitude for all things in our life. Gratitude. And the word care. We care for all things in our life. Care. Care. Compassion. Think of the word compassion. We have compassion for all people on this planet and beyond. Compassion. We have compassion for all people. Compassion for all people and our pets, our family members of pets, and all other things important to us. With these words, we will create anything we concentrate on and believe to be true. We can create anything because of who we are. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. The physical experience is only a reflection of what we create at the level of consciousness in our mind. We create all of what we want for the highest good of all. We create for the highest good of all. Our creation is only for the good and of the highest light. We believe that we are traveling forward in time in the physicality of our existence. That is so. And we need to solidify the timeline going into the future with good things in it. So with that, there is many things we want. And in our daily meditation, concentrate on some of those things. Visualize them in your mind, feel them. Know it is happening in this moment. And place that image in the future at a time-coded event like maybe a Christmas party, birthday party, New Year's party, where you are standing around toasting the success of your image of what you want. So for now, let's concentrate on one thing that represents the concept of abundance for you. It could be anything of material, financial, intellectual, abundance of good friends, of love, anything that is most important for you, create it in your mind. Create it in your mind and know it is yours for the next minute. Know it is yours. It is yours. Feel it. It is yours. Feel it and love it, knowing you have it now. Visualizing yourself with it, having it, knowing it is yours. And by this, it is already created and placed in the universal mind for you to retrieve and bring it into your physical. Slowly and surely will be yours. Then place this in the future, this image you created, place it at a New Year's party or something in the future. Concentrate on that time-coded event. You have placed it there. Now go back and forth every day and visit it. And you will be laying down attractor strings to that time, event, and the accomplishment of what you wanted. These go back and visit it every day, and those strings become stronger and stronger and pull you up that timeline to that event in the future. So when the time catches up, you walk into it. It is yours. Now, one more thing we need to be aware of. There are tricky times out there these days, and in order for us to do the good work for ourselves and others, we need to be safe in where we are and what we do. We are safe in where we are and what we do. We are safe in where we are and what we do. We also know the world needs more peace. Dwell on the word peace for a moment. Peace, 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 peace. Peace is emerging everywhere. Peace is emerging everywhere. Hold a mental image of the White House in Washington and imagine the word peace all around it. Peace, 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 peace. Hold a mental image of the Middle East, of the map that shows the Middle East, and dwell on the word peace, peace, peace. Peace is emerging everywhere. Peace, 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 peace. Then hold a mental image of the Russian and Ukrainian border and the two countries together. Hold the image in your mind and dwell on the word peace, peace, peace. Peace is emerging everywhere. Peace, peace. We know this will be because we are not the only ones creating in our reality. We ask our unseen influences, that being guides, spiritual beings, angelic beings, archangels, thrones, and anyone, even extraterrestrials, with powers to create in the physical. We ask them, get in the game with us, help us create what we ask for the highest good of all. Help us create what we wish for mankind for the good. And we thank you. We thank them for their assistance in advance. A little over 2 months ago, Trump made the announcement and committed himself to bringing forward the information about extraterrestrials and the UFO issue. We give him 2 more weeks and we will have as much information as is available. This will complete the full disclosure of the extraterrestrial and UFO issue to confirm what we already know. In your mind's eye, visualize Trump sitting behind his desk with a stack of papers off to his left. See it in your mind. This stack of paper represents documents cleared for public disclosure on extraterrestrials and UFOs. See him in your mind taking the papers from that stack, looking at it and reading from it, and then putting the paper off to the right side of the desk. Imagine in your mind and feel it to be true. Trump giving the world what we have been asking for, disclosure. Full disclosure of what is available. See it happening in you now, in your mind right now. See him doing it. Feel it. Feel it and be grateful for the release of information. Thank him. Thank you. See the stack on the left get shorter and shorter, and the stack on the right get taller and taller. Disclosure is done. All of this is coming about because the energy and the feeling and the vibration of mankind across Earth is demanding truth. And truth is making it to the surface because the unveiling of truth cannot be stopped. Mankind demands it. Remember President Eisenhower when he said, "Sooner or later, mankind will want peace so badly that governments have to step out of their way and give it to them." That time is now. We will know about the extraterrestrial presence. We will know about them living among us already. We will know about their bases and the cooperation with governments, bases under the ocean, bases inside the earth, bases on the moon, our cooperation with their manufacturing on the moon. We will know it all because we demand it. Feel it. Feel the gratitude for the truth finally comes out. And we thank you. We feel the gratitude. And be gentle to the people who comes to you after disclosure and ask you what is going on. Be gentle with them because they did not know. We need not tell them, "I told you so." Be gentle with people. And then one more thing. There are people we know that is getting ready to transition from physical to higher vibrations. We may speak with them and tell them of what is called the soul trap. We need not come back to Earth in another body. We may be able to go directly home and join the great light. The monad. Let him know that they need not come back unless they want to. They may make a different decision when the time comes for their choice. There is bliss if you select not to come back. Tell them if they believe you, that is all right. If they do not believe you, that is all right too. And for now, in our daily meditation, commit to ourselves to do it every day and concentrate on what is important to you and mankind all over. There are things that is more important than us, like peace, prosperity, a new economic system that benefits all people in foreign lands that have had very little opportunity so far. It will benefit them too. Allow for all the things we have asked. And also remember, we may want different things, all of us on this panel, but that is okay. The greater wave of energy created by the mastermind of this panel carries the different wishes and wants into the quantum existence, and the universal mind knows how to distinguish between each one of them, equally powerful. So then we thank the unseen influences around us for their help. We thank the universal mind for getting in the game with us and help us create and carry the energy. We thank everybody on this panel, say thank you. And we thank our higher self for creating in our reality with gratitude and thank you. So with that, let's come back to the room. We open our eyes and we are back. Here we are. Oh. Well, did everybody make it back? Kind of looked like it. Any comments? Anything that we forgot?
Aage, I want to comment on how powerful we are. Um, I mean, you guys have been praying for me to have find a place to live and stuff. And Mars, I think he's on the call. He just called with his intention a couple of times. We never did connect, but there was power in his call, and I found somebody to live with, and she's 38 minutes away, and I found a mover, and it's just, I mean, we're so powerful as the mastermind. I just want everybody to remember that as we're thinking and creating. I'm just so impressed with this group. Thank you, Aage. That was beautiful meditation. And Linda,
Uh,
thank you so much. Gorgeous.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, yes, it is powerful. When we look back on what we have done, John's wife in the hospital on her deathbed, and next day walking out of the hospital perfectly healthy. Rain out of almost clear skies in an hour and a half. And there are some people that have had economic windfalls, but it's very private when it comes to economics, so they really don't want to talk about it. But there's one guy in Colorado. He took the manifestation of abundance to a new level. He suggested not to talk about it, so I won't mention the name, but he started from nothing and is running a multi-million-dollar business right now from 2 years ago. We had an hour talk and he followed the principles. And then we did a meditation on it and he started. But it worked. There are other people that have been up against a wall. They needed financial resources almost immediately, and it showed up from absolutely unexpected places. I call it mailbox money, something that shows up in your mailbox. It happens. So, any more comments?
This is Mars. I just want to say thank you so much, Linda and Augie, and beautiful sovereign siblingship. It really is always a pleasure to be here. And these manifestations are real. I feel them happening in my life, even though I'm in a humble state. On a micro level, everything I envision and my heart desires aligns perfectly. And I'm seeing that for all of us. We're all smiling, receiving, and accepting. This is a beautiful time to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. We have become like family.
Augie, after our mastermind tomorrow night, the Galactic Federation station will be doing another live global meditation titled Disclosure, Disclosure, Disclosure. It'll be on YouTube after our mastermind on Monday. If anyone wants to contribute their energy to the meditation, I posted the link in the chat room, and I can repost it again tomorrow night.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, let's maybe participate in that.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. More people we can get, I think the faster it can happen.
Yeah.
Bill, I heard that Link was shutting down the GFL station. Did you hear that?
And what they did is, I think, it takes a lot of money to pay for these voiceover professionals to read the channeled messages. And they have some good voices, and their videos are always very long, like an hour and a half or something like that. And I think it just took a lot of money. So what they've done is they've gone over to Patreon. But they do post a 5-minute intro. So they'll give you the 5-minute intro, and then if you want to pay to get on Patreon to watch the full video, you can. Because they just needed to have some money coming in to pay for the cost to produce these videos every day. So that's why they switched over. I just wish they would have shortened the videos more, like about 20 minutes, because that's really about what people can handle. Due to their time, because people are so busy today. They have a hard time devoting an hour and a half or 2 hours every day to one video message. And I think they could condense down the messages and get the main point across without having to spend that much time on it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, they didn't want to do that for some reason, and so they're going to Patreon. But you can still get a 5-minute intro.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, let's think about that. And hey, Belle, you got your hand up.
Oh, I didn't mean to have my hand up.
No, that was Belle up in the corner.
Oh.
You got to unmute yourself, Belle. Lower left-hand corner, click on that red line. There you go.
Oh, sorry. Bill, I was wondering, the group that you watch regularly, are they in sync with the message that Aage shared last week that came out about the hospital memo for the med beds coming? Does your group, are they directly involved with that, or do you?
Well, I posted the message in my chat room, but I'm still waiting to get more confirmation. So I believe it's probably true, but I don't, I'm just waiting to, if I get any more information about it, I will definitely post it in my Telegram room.
Yeah,
Okay.
great. Thank you. Hey, if I could share one other thing, I liked hearing the word reset in a really positive way in some of what I've been experiencing and seeing. And the whole idea of collapse versus reset, to just focus on looking at it in a really positive way. And I've come to believe that most of us here and light workers on the earth, really, this is the time that we came in for, which is our whole lives have been kind of leading up to that. We're more comfortable with what's happening. Not that we enjoy seeing that some of are being devastated, but that this is the time that's inevitable because it is a reset. But that our whole mission, in a big way, what if we're just here to make sure that it is in a positive way, and that the earth changes can be minimized. I always liked the astrologer Barbara Hand Clow, like 30 years ago. She was saying we don't have to have a pole shift because it's so related to what we're creating emotionally and spiritually. And I've always really wanted to believe that, because even though we know the changes are coming, they can be at a collapse level or they can be at a reset level, which is bringing in, of course, the fifth dimension and higher, and really freeing us to be connected that way.
Okay.
What do you all think?
Okay, that's good. That's good. We gotta get on with it. So I wanna hear what Aage Misra have to say, and he is our guest for the second hour, and he's gonna teach us amazing things. So Aage, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Aage, and it was an absolute pleasure today to be a part of this meditation and manifestation mastermind. Everything, I think what you're talking is what I thought, like, I think we'll be going a little deeper into what you were talking about in the meditation. And thank you for inviting me here to speak to each and every one of you. I'm blessed to have your attention. I'm blessed to have your time. I'm blessed to have your presence here with me today. Audrey and me met about 3 weeks back, where he invited me on one of the podcasts that he has. And our discussions went very deep. And we have mutual respect for each other, a lot of admiration for the paths that we have walked. And Audrey is an amazing guy, and he invited me to speak to all of you based on my journey that has been, and share with you guys of my thoughts and what the consciousness has given me and made me experience. A little bit about me, and I'll give me a minute. I'll just share. I've made a little slide deck for you to make things easier. Let me know if you're able to see it and hear me clearly.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Are you able to see the slides?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. So today we're going to talk about, I'm going to go a little bit deeper with you on beyond the five senses as human beings that we walk this planet, the real human experience. What is it beyond living of the five senses that we've been taught? And truly, you are not just observing reality, how you're influencing it with each breath of yours. A little bit about me. My name is Aage Misra. I'm a psychokinesis, telekinesis practitioner, a life coach, and a quantum energy healer. My journey started about three and a half decades back. And I always knew there is some gift given to me by the consciousness, the eternal consciousness, and I need to take this and use this for the betterment of people around me, humanity, and in any way I can. It took me 3 decades to fine tune how I'm going to take it to the world. It took me that much time working with various masters, different meditation techniques, so many schools of thoughts. I spent about a month at where the Dalai Lama lives, the Tibetan monastery, working and understanding how with the masters, and many paths that I walked prepared me to be of how I can use what I have been given to make things better for everybody in the world. Last year, I turned 50. And so that was the time that I think the universe gave me the green signal and said, okay, you're ready to go. And on 11th of October last year, a huge waterfall of white light was on me, falling on me. And I felt the huge burst of energy that was coming to me, telling me that I'm ready to do and move forward. And that is the first day I did telekinesis. And telekinesis, as you must have seen and known, people are, your telekinesis, psychokinesis is an ability to move things, objects without touching them, right? Or any physical manipulation or interaction with them. You're able to move objects. So I started telekinesis and I made a little psi wheel and started moving it. In the first 30 seconds, it moved for me. I knew I'm up to something, but at the same time, I got another message downloaded to me that I don't need to use my hands. So when you see telekinesis, you see people pushing, being angry, pulling things. Everybody has their different way of doing telekinesis, right? Of working with energy, absorbing energy, and reflecting energy and interacting with energy. I got the message that I don't need to do that. I got the message I don't need to use my hands, because all my life I've believed in not push and pull, but whatever is yours, you have to align with it. It is all about alignment, because when you're in alignment, that is pure love. Alignment is pure love. And where there is alignment and there is pure love, there is passion. And when there is passion, something beautiful is born. Anything beautiful in this world, if you want to build, if you want to create, which is worthwhile and legacy bound, can only be created from the emotion of love. It cannot be created with the emotion of fear, hatred, jealousy, or any other thing. Love is what and why we are born and why we are here. Love and joyful living and being every second of our lives and with every breath. So today we're going to talk a little bit on this aspect. And just give me 1 minute. I have to, I think, change. I'm not able to see my entire slide here. So let me see if I can make it. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk and start with the illusion of separation. Let's start with that and let's talk about duality. The experience of self versus the world, right, is not the ultimate truth of experience that we've been given. The biggest thing that we see is that, the mind has been trained to navigate this physical world that we live in. We've been trained since the time we are kids to see it in a certain way, right? But under it, all of us, all of our human beings, there's a consciousness that operates and unifies all of us, right? The paradigm that we live in, the 3D world, is all about, it teaches us, I am self. I'm separate from the world, moving through an external reality that is around me. I have to go to my office. I have to go take care of my kid. I have to make my food. I have to go to the grocery store. This is me. I. Everything is I. That's the 3D world that we are in, 3D paradigm. The shift that we have to make is move to the 10D, 7D, 6D, 8D. The 10D, when we reach it, is about the 10th dimension. It tells us about identity, understanding our identity as a localized expression of the entire universal intelligence, which is not bound in an object in a fixed world. And even higher than that is the 12-day new paradigm that is the ultimate manifestation of what we all strive towards and should strive towards. Is like, I'm not experiencing life. Life is experiencing itself through me. When we understand that level of and understand our being and our soul and our body and our consciousness at that level, the entire game changes. So how reality is created, let's talk about that. Reality is not a fixed stage on which you perform. It is a dynamic, responsive field that reflects the quality of your inner state. Layer 1 is all about awareness. Everything starts with awareness. So our attention directs our experience. We see, okay, what are we looking at? Am I looking at an apple? Am I looking at a flower blossoming? Am I looking at a cloud going by? Where is my awareness? I have to be aware of what's happening around me and within me. What we notice expands, both internally and around you in the world. And I'll share a little example. My daughter was looking at a car and she said, Daddy, and it was about a week back, said, Daddy, see, blue car. And she loves blue cars. I said, yeah, that's a blue car. You want that one? She's like, yeah, I like the blue cars. Whenever I buy mine, I'll be buying a blue car. And then we were driving for about 15, 20 minutes. And every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, she was seeing a blue car. Because that's the awareness that she sets it into. Second layer is identity. Reality reflects your internal self-perception. Your actions, choices, and outcomes follow what you believe yourself to be. Anything that you believe, everything, right? It'll be reflected in self-perception. So what do you believe about yourself? What is the reality that you create for yourself is going to be manifested. Layer 3, thought, emotions, and intention. Very important. Thoughts alone are just weak. It's a thought. I want to do this. I want to be there. I want to travel here. I want to achieve this in life. But when you emotionally charge it, and it just amplifies the direction. Intention creates coherence between inner and the outer world. Our inner world is our thoughts, our beliefs, our programming. And the outer world is what we want to see it happen and manifest in. So attention, intention, and your emotion, that is the magic potion. The moment you do that, the entire external world starts changing. And the most important thing is that you get attention, intention, emotion. And the third thing is alignment. Fourth thing is alignment. Alignment is the complete alignment of your body, mind, soul, and consciousness. When you have these mixed together, you are able to manifest anything that you want with absolute clarity in no time. Because time and distance is created by human minds. And that is magical. And that's how I do telekinesis and psychokinesis, what I do, and a few other abilities that the universe has been gracious to bless me with. Because that's the stage I am in at that time. For me, it is not more about the joy is not, it is amazing that I'm able to move objects 5 feet, 10 feet. I've gone to about 25, 30 feet far that I've been able to move the object. And those videos are available. You can see my journey from day one till today has been recorded. It's on my Instagram. You can go and have a look. On my website also, I will share with you. But that's how I do it. When I do psychokinesis, telekinesis, and all of these abilities, I am in that state where I am having my attention, intention, emotion, and alignment of mind, body, soul, and consciousness in one go. And that is a beautiful space to be in. Absolutely blissful state to be in. And that is the stage that I enjoy more. Do I enjoy seeing things move? Yes, that is amazing. But that is my level of consciousness because I know that I'm talking. It's my communication with the consciousness at that time. What are we really perceiving? We've been taught since childhood that human experience arrives through 5 distinct senses, right? And this is very, very useful in running our 3-dimensional life that we do. But it is really, really profoundly incomplete. The human experience is far more expansive than these 5 senses that we are taught in school. And those who know it, know it. And the deeper question here is, what is it that we are missing? Because if we just live with these five senses, what is it more? What more is there that we are missing? That is the key, right? Going a little deeper, the common belief that we have is that reality arrives through five physical senses: the taste, the hearing, the sight, the touch, and the smell. The limitation of this model is that it filters out the vast dimensions of information our bodies and consciousness actually receive. And the deeper question we have to ask is, what else are we perceiving? Our bodies, our mind, our souls are perceiving that we've never been taught to trust, to listen to dive in deeper into and explore. And that was a question I had, and that's why my journey started and I went down this route. Beyond the five senses, let's talk about that. We receive information through several channels beyond the five senses. These are not supernatural gifts. These are natural capacities for each and every human being, that each and every one of you that's here. And it could be that this is the message that the consciousness needed to give you today, that you need to walk that path, to embrace it for yourself and be aware of it, that you have all of these abilities available for you. Human perception is not limited to physical senses. And our awareness, when we go to that access point for this, how do we access all of this? Is awareness enables access to the all different forms available to us. We have to be sitting in that position, and mentally and physically, where the awareness comes in. Be able to view and see things without reacting to them. These are natural capacities for each and every human being that's walking this planet today. But we need to unlock those. And what are those five capacities that we were talking about here, just here, other than on you see on the outer side? The five everybody knows, right? Most of us know about that. What are the other five? We're going to talk about them today. I'm going to share a little bit about that. And how do we apply all of these in our everyday life? If it's making sense, please give me a yes. And if you're enjoying this, give me a yes in the chat, so we know that yes, this is resonating with you. So the first one is intuition. And what is intuition? We talk a lot about intuition. Intuition is a pattern recognition operating faster than your conscious thought. It arrives whole, not constructed. And the practice to learning and distinguishing it from fear-based impulse or habit. It arrives without logical processing and strengthens with trust and attention. So intuition is basically when you know certain days that you don't want to go out. You know certain days that this is not for me, I should not eat this. There is something that says I should call this person. I think I need to talk to this person. Thank you for all your yeses there. So there is something happening there which is telling you, and this, like I said, it arrives without logical processing. If it says you got to call Susie today, you feel like calling Susie today, I need to call Susie. There is a reason to call Susie. That is intuition. There's no logical chain required for that. There's no data to analyze that 2 + 2 is 4 + 2 is 6, but you just know suddenly that it is what you need to do. Today morning, 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, I got a sensation that I need to give a message to a friend that she has to be careful for this, something is there, that she might be overstretching herself in something which is not good for her at this moment. And 6:30, I messaged her immediately and I said, okay, this is what I've got downloaded for you, my friend. I just want to let you know, if it is of any assistance to you or relation to you, just take care of it. And after 1 hour, she replied back with a beautiful message saying, thank you for this, because I've been going through this is the situation, and this is exactly what I'm going through, and this is what I needed to hear. That is intuition. And I've not talked to her or met her for past 1.5 years, I think. That's intuition. But you have to trust it, that when it comes your way, you embrace it. That's very powerful. Second one is energetic sensitivity. What is this? Sometimes before a word is spoken, you have already formed an impression. I like this person. I think he's an interesting guy. Or I think she's really, really a beautiful human being. You walked into a room and felt tension in the air sometimes. You go to a certain place and you don't feel good about it. You just want to leave that space. Some houses, when you go and walk into a room in a house, you're like, oh my God, this feels so beautiful. This feels me. It feels comfortable. While some houses you walk in, they feel dry and you're like, you just want to get out of it. Why? Because there's energetic sensitivity already built in into our senses. You're using that sense. It talks about coherence, sensing when a person or a space is integrated, settled, or flowing. An unmistakable quality of ease and presence that you can feel it, or it is aligned or not aligned. Tension, you can feel that. Detecting an invisible friction in a room of relationships, the unspoken, the unheld, the unresolved. Have you been in those rooms? Write tension in the chat if you've been into that place where everybody's talking good, everything is good, but there you can feel that tension. You can feel something is not right. You can feel there is friction there. Nobody's told you, but you can feel it. That's your energetic sense, the sense number 2, which is your higher sense. So 5 plus 2, 7, right? We're going to go to 10. Openness, recognizing receptivity, genuine warmth and availability, that sense that you know that truly somebody is present with you. Like you guys are with me right now. I know I can feel each and every word, each and every type that you're putting into that chat, and you're listening these words, that you are listening to me, you are with me. There are people who you will be with, you're talking your heart to them, and they don't listen anything. Comes from this side, goes from the other side. Resistance, noticing the subtle contraction, guardedness, or protective closure that exists within the composed surface. You're talking to somebody and you can feel their closing. You're talking to them, explaining to them that you want them to do this, you want them to step up, you want them to do this, they have the potential, and they're contracting, they're guarded. You can feel it. They might not say it, but their internal organization of composition of cells and soul energy is shrinking. This is called energetic sensitivity. Let's go to the third one, emotional sensing. This sense is about, and it goes deeper than empathy. It is the capacity to feel emotional landscape beneath unspoken and spoken words, to detect alignment, discomfort, and misalignment between what is expressed and what is actually being experienced. We talked about politicians. What they are saying, do they truly mean it? How do you know that? How do you know I can trust this guy? He's sweet talking on the top, but do I trust him? That is emotional sensing. The key signal is misalignment, when words and what you feel do not match. Your emotional sensing picks it up immediately. How many of you are able to do that? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. How many of you are able to sense that misalignment? Right? We all have felt it. The practice, let's go to the next one, slowing down. How do we improve? We'll come to that later. Let's do what it detects. So underlying emotional states that the speaker may not be consciously aware of or is actively suppressing. So when somebody's speaking, there are some certain things you can feel in their voice when they're speaking, but they're not saying a word about it. But you can feel it, that this is what's happening inside them. Again, emotional sensing. You have it in you. Slowing down, listening with your body, not just your ears, staying present long enough for a deeper signal to surface. We don't just hear by our ears, right? Where it shows up in conversations, negotiations, in everyday relationships that we have with our friends, our family, with people that we work with, we talk to, live in this 3D world, and leadership. Anywhere meaning passes between people, communication happens. That's where emotional sensing comes into play and becomes useful for us. Inner imagery, that's the fourth sense, fourth extra sense. Inner imagery is a spontaneous arrival of visual impressions, symbols, or scenes that carry meaning beyond their literal content. Unlike random mental chatter or imagination driven by desire, genuine inner imagery has a quality of clarity and directness, and it comes without effort. It arrives with vividness and is very symbolic in most cases. So it'll come, you will get this imagery. You get this, suddenly you're walking or doing anything or just doing some work and you'll get this imagery. You get this image in your mind, and there has some reason to it. It mostly comes in a symbol form. I do something like this. This was another portal that opened for me, I think 3 months back. And it is funny how it opened for me, because the universe has its own way, consciousness has its own way. I was having a conversation with my wife, a normal everyday life conversation. And all of a sudden, I see this white light coming to me, like it was just blazing at me. And I told her, just give me one minute, just give me 2 seconds. And I just soaked it in for 2 seconds, and I moved on. And then we moved on with the conversation. 2 days afterwards, I realized, oh, there was something that came to me. What was it? I need to go back to it. I went back to it and went into the consciousness and connected with the consciousness. And what was given to me that day was another portal opened about showing me symbols. And it started showing me symbols which I could decode, and they were messages. So the first message I received was for me on the path that I had started walking 6 months back, of creating divine humans, as many as I can. And divine humans, that's my purpose today. A divine human is a being that is enlightened, that is consciously awakened, and takes all of those learnings and clarity that they've received and applies it in their 3D world, in their 3D world. That I call is a divine human. You don't have to choose to be in the 3D world and live in the 3D world matrix, or just be connected with the universe and the consciousness, supreme internal consciousness, and leave the 3D world. There is a way in between. That's what I've been shown. That's what I'm walking. And I want to show it to so many people so that they can walk every day with bliss, with heart, with love, with joy. Breathe joy every moment. It is possible. I'm trying to walk it myself, and I want to show it to as many people as I can in this world. And people have joined me from so many places in this world, I can't even tell you. Africa, Australia, Portugal, Germany, Indonesia. I had no idea, but they're coming in, and they have come in, and I've been able to guide them with what has been shown to me. Tell me, where are you from? Which country you are in from right now? I know that we got people from all different countries. Put in the chat, what is the country you are in? I would love to read that. So that was one of the things that I was trying to tell you. Let's talk about inner imagery. So that is how I get symbols, and I see those symbols which I decode for people as consciousness messages that they get from the consciousness of what is happening in their life and what they need to. They use it as a guide to move forward, right? And so that's how symbols work for me in inner imagery. The fifth one is inner hearing. Beneath the constant stream of habitual thoughts and planning and rehearsing and judging and living our everyday life, there exists a quiet voice. This inner hearing is the capacity to perceive this subtle internal guidance. The quality of it is non-reactive and it is neutral. It does not argue. It does not plead. It just simply states. It'll tell you, this is what it is. It'll speak to you. You need to do this. It'll come as sound to you. It'll not argue with you. Then oh, no, I don't want to do it. I don't think so. It is right. It doesn't argue. It doesn't plead. It doesn't tell you you have to do it. It just comes and it goes. Right? How to recognize it? It is distinct from habitual thought patterns. It is brief. It is unhurried. It'll come. And it comes between thoughts. It'll not be like you're thinking something and they're coming. Then it could be that you're making it up. But in between thoughts that you're doing, it'll just come. Do this. And you have to capture it. You have to get it. The challenge is that our minds are so noisy that you're not able to catch it or grasp it. So your sense of awareness, when it increases, we have to practice that. When our sense of awareness increases, automatically we're able to find and pick those points easily, and we're able to listen more. So like it says, the quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. So the next one is, and I'll take all your questions in the end. So hold your questions, write them down somewhere if you have, or keep them in your mind, and I'll take all your questions at the end. So now, how do we integrate all of these 5 channels into one consciousness that we are? Right? Intuition, energetic sensitivity, that's the second one. Emotional sensing, the third one. Inner imagery, the fourth one. And inner hearing, the fifth one. These are additional 5 senses that we have to use, we have access to, but they don't work in isolation. They have to work together. They're interconnected together. And when they connect together, automatically 5 plus 5 becomes 10. And now your consciousness, your access to the eternal shared consciousness becomes very easy. It's like you're on the highway, right? Intuition helps us with instant recognition. Inner healing, again, quiet internal voice. This is very, very simple, right? Now, non-duality in daily life, let's talk about that. So the old framework that we've been taught, all of us, is the way we think in life and make our decisions are always, is it the right decision or wrong decision? Should I eat this or should I not eat this? Should I go there or not go there? Should I speak to her or not speak to her? Should I take this job or not take this job? That's how we've been taught, the left and the right. It is very binary, right? But we need to move away, and this binary system creates a lot of tension. It is not the right way for our human beings to think that way, right? The right framework, which works, is alignment. We have to ask the questions: does this align with me, who I am? Where am I moving? What does my whole system say, from my body to my soul to my being? What does it say? If I'm going to pick up this job and I say yes to this job, is it telling me yes? Are my 10 senses telling me yes? Are saying go ahead, yes, go? Or it is not. When you are in alignment, you feel it light, you feel ease, you feel clarity, you feel, and I'll give you this thing, and this is a question a lot of people ask: how do I know I'm in alignment? The most simplest thing that you can know whether you're aligned or misaligned with the decision that you're taking is you will feel a feeling of expansion. So this is the takeaway, a quick takeaway you can take. Write expansion if you get this. Give me expansion in the chat. If you feel any decision that you're taking, from eating food to meeting to a person to taking up a new job or anything that you're doing, if you feel a feeling of expansion, close your eyes and feel it. Do you feel expansion? That's alignment. Or you're feeling, no, this is not expansion. You're feeling heavy. You're feeling contraction, confusion. You know that's misalignment. Because all your 10 senses are telling you, be careful. All you have to do is to listen to them, right? Non-duality in relationships. Let's talk about that. Because we all know, and we have to understand, consciousness is eternal, consciousness is shared, and that's who we are. You are me and I am you. I am that galaxy right now that is forming, and I am the star that is there that is giving us the light. I am the sun that is warming up each and every cell of the living planet, things on this planet, and so are you. That is who we are. We are all one. There is no difference, that is what consciousness is. That is non-duality. When you're no longer defending a fixed sense of self, triggers lose their grip in relationships. You can witness that what arises in you without being controlled by it. The sense of self is where it comes together. You all in relationships, you want good relationships with anybody, your family, friends, anybody, very simple. You have to move above the sense of self, saying I, me. I and me is everything. You have to start seeing others as an expression of the same consciousness that you are. This is what creates the genuine connection, the empathy, the alignment. And you start seeing, listening to them, seeing them, understanding them, and feeling them at the level of what you feel for yourself. How would you feel for yourself if I take your hand and put a pin into it? You start feeling it that way, that's the other person. When they're getting the pin, it's about you. And now when you have those conversations, the relationships are very different. Conversations are very different. And the most profound relationships are created this way. Because they're not for performance, they're not to prove I'm right or you are right, but they're all about alignment. Getting into alignment with your consciousness, with their consciousness, to create a better consciousness and know that create a better world that is full of love, joy for each other. Non-duality in daily life, work and purpose. Let's talk about that. When you work from alignment, effort feels different. It feels purposeful, sustainable, and naturally generative. Like I just said earlier, anything beautiful and worthwhile that will stay and test of time has to be created with love. You have to move from achieving goals to prove worth, to try to strive, go through strife every day, to moving to working as a natural extension of who you are, where alignment is everything. And the litmus test, I can tell you, this is a good one. The litmus test to know whether how it's working or not working is, you know you're in alignment when the work energizes rather than depletes you. When the work is, you look forward to it. That's what we are supposed to be. When you wake up in the morning, you should be happy. You should be like joyful and excited that that's another day for me. I'm going to go out. I'm going to meet people. I'm going to touch lives today. I love doing what I do. If you're not getting that feeling, you're out of alignment. You need to find that feeling of alignment. All the other resources, money, everything will come because you got love. Love creates passion. Passion creates joy. Joy creates abundance, right? Non-duality in life challenges. Let's talk about that. Everyday life challenges and obstacles that we get. How do we take this non-duality understanding of oneness and apply it to everyday? Duality sees obstacles as problems to overcome. Non-duality sees it as awareness and reflection of what it is trying to teach me. What is it trying to tell me? Where do I need to align more better? It's not a challenge for me. It's not a problem for me. It is trying to tell me how my alignment has to be better because it's incomplete, right? An obstacle, friction, or repeating pattern appears in external life. That's an encounter. Turn inwards. Instead of reacting, ask what internal state is this reflecting? Where am I out of alignment? Observe without resistance. What is this situation trying to tell me? What is it sharing with me? What can I feel about it all around me right now? What is it showing me? Awareness, right? And then adjust the inner state. Because your external is always an expression of the internal. The moment you change the external, it is simultaneous, it's instantaneous. Because there's no time and space. The moment you change the internal frequency, the vibration, the frequency changes, the result changes. It's like a radio. You're on 99.95.0, 99.1, it's not working. The moment you go to 99.2, it's all static. You're hearing music. You love country music, that's your channel. Clear. That's what we're supposed to do. Collective energy and shared field. Let's talk a little bit about that. Inner alignment is not just about personal practice. It is a contribution to the collective experience beyond personal boundaries, my friend. We are not alone. The exercise that we did, the meditation we did before, that's what it is all about. One person's alignment and coherence can stabilize an entire room. One person's anxiety can fragment it all. Where do we want to be? Who do we want to be? We always want to be the people who bring people together, who bring peace together, joy together to that room. When we enter that room, that's who we want to be. That's our contribution towards the consciousness and bringing up the energy of the planet. That's where we are. We want to bring it up. One candle can light 1,000 candles and make it 1,000 times brighter without losing its own light. That's who you are. Remember this today. You are that candle, my friend. Direct experiences and human potential. Understanding. Now, this is very important. There is the distinction between understanding and experiencing consciousness is everything. You can read as many books as you want. But the map, like it says, the map can never replace the journey. So we have to be going into that journey. It is our responsibility to walk that journey. That is what we are here for. Right? Intellectually, we can grasp all the frameworks and everything in our mind. But if you don't feel it inside you, if you don't experience it inside you, it is no use. You have to live it. You have to walk it. And what happens when you live and walk it and cultivate it more, you have a heightened sense of intuition. Your energetic sensitivities increase. The 5 senses we talked about, automatically they start becoming powerful for you. You'll start living life differently. And that's what I say is being be a divine human, because you're taking all of these sensory abilities now and using them in your three-dimensional life, which becomes beautiful for everybody, for you, your close ones, your family, and your community, and the entire world. Make it a better place. The core truths. Perception expands with stillness and clarity. The subtle channels of knowing open as internal noise quiets down. So stillness is very, very important. When you sit in stillness, there is, I call it a concept I call neutrality. Neutrality is very beautiful. Sometimes neutrality takes you further than what action can. Because in neutrality, you are fixing the direction. It's not, if you're in the wrong direction, you keep working hard, you're not going closer to your destination, you're going farther. So you need to be in neutrality where you set your boat in the water, you just let it be. And then you see the compass and then you go, okay, this is the way I got to go. And then you go full on and you get faster to your results, right? So that's very important. You're not just observing reality, you are influencing it every day. That's one of the most important things to understand, right? The reality that is there, there's no ceiling to it. To your growth, there is no ceiling. You have to decide that I want to grow. You have to decide that this is my path. And the day you decide, you start walking it, the universe itself starts opening doors and windows for you. And it is for the bigger good. It is for the bigger good of everybody. When you start with the bigger good of goal of bigger good for everyone, it starts translating to you yourself. So I'll just open it up for Q&A now. And before we go there, my website is bedivinehuman.com. And you can scan this with your phone. If you scan it, it'll directly take you, open your phone camera on your phone. You can just put it there. It'll give you a link. If you click onto that, it'll take you there. And you can register, subscribe, take the free newsletter I have. It's called Divine Frequency. And you will start getting the newsletter. It is absolutely free. It goes out about once or twice a week sometimes. And I think what I've heard you and what I'm sensing from you guys are absolutely going to love it. So I'm just going to open it for Q&A, and let me know in the chat if you've been able to scan it, or the scan will take you to my website. You can just write down bedivinehuman.com if you want, and you can see and know a lot more about me at that website. And that's the information about me. My email is there. If you have any questions that I can answer for you, guide you with, I would love to. My Instagram, all my journey that is there is on Instagram. Everything from day one that I talked to you, and because I wanted to document it for everybody, because I'm not very special. All of us can do it. And that's the pathway I wanted to create for everyone. So if you go to on Instagram, it's called telekinesis.energywork. If you find me, Abby Misra, telekinesis.energywork, you will find me there. My email is also there. And on my website, all this information is available for you.
Okay. Well,
so I'll
thank you.
open it up for questions, and let me just see in the chat. I know it was busy in the chat.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, this is your time, folks. Just shoot any questions to him, even simple ones like, what's the meaning of life, or anything you can come up with.
Thank you so much. These are such amazing. Thank you for so many. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just reading your chat now because I couldn't see it earlier. I'm seeing them now. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, David. Thank you, Wazza. Oh my God, Edgar, Brenda, Mary, Linda, David. My heart goes out to you. Thank you. Thank you for your love. Yes, let's take some questions now.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can unmute yourself.
I've done an hour's or more than an hour's live psychokinesis on YouTube with Judith Poval. I think Norrie managed to do it. I didn't, but you do actually hold the fork or the spoon and you just gently touch it and feel like it's going to go bang like that. You don't do anything. You just imagine it. Just get to know. Is that more or less what you can do without touching it? So you don't need to touch it.
So psychokinesis, yeah.
Got good results. A lot of people you could properly.
So these are different abilities that are there in psychokinesis, telekinesis. There are different abilities. There is that you can take the spoon and you can bend it very easily with your mind power, both hands. It just feels like it's very easily, like it's malleable, and it is You can do that. There are people who can just hold it in their hand, and with their intention, they are able to bend the spoon. That's another level of it. There are different levels that you can do for it. And yeah, Audrey was telling me about Nori doing that, bending the spoon. And yes, that's possible, because now and again, like I said, the way to do it is because you're in the highest state of connection with the consciousness at that time, because you're, like I said, attention, intention, emotion, mind, body, soul, and consciousness. All these 7 things have to be in perfect alignment when that happens, and you can do anything you want at that time. You can start manifesting instantaneously. So thank you for that, David.
I've been following Uri Geller since I was 12. I used to sit in school with a teaspoon during the lessons quietly. I've met him a few times as well. It's great to meet him.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to you. And yeah, do subscribe get the newsletter. I think you will love it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. What's the next question? Yeah, anything that comes to your mind.
I don't have a question, but I just want to say how amazing this is.
Oh boy, you're breaking up.
We'll wait. Okay, I think she's back.
Bending the spoon or the fork, it's like, I know how to manifest. And this was just I don't have good internet, but thank you.
Susie, we couldn't hear you. You were.
Yeah, I took my picture off because I don't have great bandwidth. I'm in the rainforest here, and it's raining really hard.
Okay, can you repeat for us, please?
Say what?
Can you repeat?
Yes, I was just saying how magnificent it is that bending the spoon or the fork is the byproduct. Yes. In other words, that's kind of cool, but that's not what we're living for, So this,
yes,
and the fact that you can do that gives you the control, so that you can manifest in your life. I love this presentation. I just think you're marvelous, and I'm so grateful to Aage for bringing you to us. Thank you, Aage. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Your words mean the entire universe for me, and that's what my purpose is. And that's what I try to tell people. It's not about the show of moving an object. Like I can move side wheels and like from a distance of 30 feet, but that it's not the movement. It's what state I am in at that time when that movement is happening, connected to the consciousness. That's the most precious thing.
Right.
And that's what I teach my students also want to come with me. I do it by application only because it's very, very, very potent and very powerful, and it can be used and misused, but it needs to be aligned with the right people only and right souls who so that it doesn't do any damage to them. It should only be positive for them. So that's the state which is there is very, very highly potent, with that energy sections that you are in, that those moments are very powerful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great presentation.
Thank you. Let's take the next question.
Kim, you're next.
Yeah, what I got from it is basically what Susie said is we are the spoon.
Yes.
There's no separation between inner, outer, when we're in full coherence.
Yes.
This honestly is one of the best presentations that works with the subtle senses and the physical senses. What a beautiful presentation.
Thank you so much, Kim. It means the world to me. And your words, your words are so beautiful, and thank you for it. My gratitude from my soul to you. Thank you. It connected with you. And thank you to Audrey to call me here to meet with all of you guys and speak to you guys. Thank you. We got Mercy.
Yeah.
Hi, Abhi.
Hi, Mercy.
Thanks for this opportunity. I have a question. So,
Yes.
some time back, I did this spoon bending, fork bending, etc. It worked so well for me. Then I thought, okay, let me not spoil all the kitchen stuff, right? So,
Yes.
I was trying something else. So, what I tried was I was trying to pull the door, like, when the door shut, and I was trying to pull it. But those things, I mean, though I tried multiple times, like for months together, for some reason it didn't work at all. So my question here is there any only like metallic stuff can be moved or pulled? Because this is like a wood, right, when it comes to doors. So that's a question which I have.
So Mercy, a great question. First of all, I want you to let you know that the biggest thing that will help you is come out of that need of moving that pressure of moving that door that is there. Okay, let's start from there. We don't have to need the door to move. We don't have to need the door or ask the door to move. No, we just have to know the door will move. Because we are seeing, we have the ability to see through the slit that we want to manifest that future. So number one, let me start from the basic of your questions. Can you move wood? Yes, you can move wood. You can move anything. You can move metal, you can move wood, you can move plastic, you can move paper. I've done paper, I've done metal. All of this is possible to move. But that is not the point. The point is not that what is the object. The point is that object is you. It's like your hand. When I'm moving my hand, I don't have to think to move my hand. Am I thinking? No, I will pick up my hand from here and go here, and then I will do it like I'm not thinking, right? It's second nature to me. That's what it has to become. And it has to be joyful, my friend. If it is giving you strain, saying that I've been trying it for 3 weeks and it's not happening, that's not how to do it. It has to be joy. It has to be. And the way I do it, the day it moves, if it doesn't move also, I bow to it. I say, thank you for giving me a lesson today. I thank the consciousness to giving me a lesson that it is not moving today. And if it moves, I say, thank you again for blessing me with what you've blessed me today and given me another lesson today. It's the process that has to be joyful. It's the journey that is the most joyful, that takes you to the destination, my friend. Not just the destination of moving it. Because moving is not, for me at least, moving is not the goal. The goal is, what do I feel? How do I become a better human being? This experience of this human cells that I have right now, how does it become better for me when I move that? How do I communicate and interact with that highest consciousness which is there, which is giving me answers, which is guiding me and telling me what is happening? That is the most precious thing, my friend.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Anyone has questions? Anything else? Yeah, please ask me. I'm here for you guys.
Okay, while we wait for that next question, let me run a thought by you.
Yes.
Telekinesis can be used for many things, and you just said, in order to move an object, you have to become the object. Like your hand, obviously, you know the hand is part of you, so you can move it. Now, let's transfer that into something that we want to happen. Let's say you got a car that is on its last leg, or maybe I should say last tire. So we need a new one. We want to manifest a new car.
Yes.
What if we totally immerse ourselves in it and become that car? Would not that work the same way?
The answer to that is that you can manifest whatever you want. You want to, it's not just manifesting a new tire, you can manifest that entire new car. And the way you can do it is because, again, it is not, if you're thinking, I want a new car, I desperately want a new car, I need a new car, my car is not working. That's not the energy you want to be in. You choose. The future is already there. All the possibilities of future have already been written there. It's like how, okay, let me explain it in the simplest way that everybody can get it. The simplest way of explaining is, I go to see the movie Michael Jackson's, as it got released recently. The moment me, my wife, and my daughter entered the theater, we didn't know what's going to play on the screen. But the movie has already been done. The movie has already been produced. What I'm seeing here is, I chose to sit in that theater to watch that movie, Michael Jackson's movie, because I chose my future, what is going to be. I chose the vision that I'm going to be watching, and I want to watch on the screen at that time. The vision that has already been created. I could have gone to another theater, to another movie, but I chose this future vision of mine, that I want to watch this from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. I want to watch this now. And I watch it. Is it being created then? No, it has already been created by the directors. They were working on it for 2 years. I choose to watch that. And that's how we create the future. I choose. I have to be in that frequency of choosing, of knowing that I'm looking at my future. If it helps, close your eyes and sit down and visualize it. Why do we say visualization works? Because if you're not able to do it in your mind, closing your eyes and visualization might help you. It's a baby step to take you there. Visualization boards that people create, they're baby steps to take you there, to get into a higher state of frequency where you can start doing it without the need of those things. Do I answer your question?
Yep. Yeah, you got there.
Yeah, let's take any other question do you have?
I thought I saw a hand up and that the hand disappeared again. Hey, that is Elena.
Okay, I have maybe a question and a comment.
Yes.
However you want to, however you receive it. There have been times where I'm looking for something, or I'm asking a question about something. And between that stage of waking up in the morning, you know, that little part there, I get information. So many times where I've lost something or I'm looking for something, it says, go to blah, blah, blah. It's there. And I open my eyes and go, yeah. And I would go and it would be there. So that I'm used to that now. Okay. That happens an awful lot. Almost, it seems as though I'm such a busy, my mind is always so busy that I almost have to be in that state of between sleep and waking up so that the spirit, the universe can get my attention, you know, because I'm just always trying to either, I'm busy. The other thing is, I ask a question, and I will receive, it's not time for you to know. So is that me overpowering myself because I'm not getting an answer and I'm finding an excuse? Or is that the universe? I believe it's the universe just saying, it's not time for you to know. Because either I have to do something, I have to work something out, or I have to know it more and believe in it, know it more, and then the light will go off or on.
So that's beautiful, Elena. And I think the stage you are at, you're already using your 5+ senses. You're already on your plus senses, right? That's what we're talking about. The whole presentation was about that. So it's about, you are already, your sense of intuition is already activated. Your sense of emotional hearing is already activated. A lot of things have activated, but now you need to work on growing them more, on expanding those senses more. That's what you'll have to work. We've got like a lane right now, one two-way lane kind of a thing, where cars just come in or go one way, right?
Right.
You got to take it and make it into a highway. That's what your next challenge I would give you is, take that and your challenges to make it to a highway. And how will it happen to a highway? You have to be more in the state of awareness, where you're not responding or reacting, but you are in the state of awareness. The more in the state of awareness you are, the road is going to get wider and wider for you.
So just being aware of it.
Yes.
Not having to force myself to work at it.
Yes.
Just be aware of it. And
yes. Because all of these senses, you remember I said all of these senses work the best when they come on their own. You don't have to strive for it. You don't have to work for it. You can't dig it.
Well, that's the reason why it's working between
the mornings,
waking up. Yeah.
And the morning times, I'll tell you what is the time also that will be for you that you're doing. It's between 3:30 and 5 o'clock. That is the time it will be.
How do you know that? That's amazing. Thank you. Because it happens a lot then too, because at 3 o'clock, for some odd reason, it's like I'll say, I know it's 3 o'clock because I need to go rest for 20 minutes. That's all I really need. I just need to go chill out someplace where the busyness of life just stops for a minute. And that too is another place. That brings me to that place of calmness as I get in the morning when I'm waking up. So you're right. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, that is what it's going to be, because there's a certain zone that happens when alignments are there. That's the time it will give you those answers. So I think, again, sign up for the free newsletter. It's called Divine Frequency. You would love that, I feel. Also, my Instagram is there. I talk a lot on, it's a fun thing. In my life, I believe that we are here to have joy. So I share a lot of fun things, joy, happiness, and things that can get smile to people's lives. That is what, because so many things are happening in life. So that's my Instagram account. And there is a lot about consciousness, connection, living a better life. And I'll put my website in the chat for you guys. So you can click on that also. It'll directly take you there. In the meanwhile, we take other questions.
Okay. And namaste. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Yeah. And Mercy, you got your hand up.
Aage, is it okay if I'm going to ask the second question?
Yes.
Of course.
And Abhi, like one question is it okay if I'm going to ask a question other than telekinesis? Is it fine?
Ask anything you want. I'm here for you guys.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, my question is like currently, like all the human beings, or though we share multiple dimensions,
Yes.
in the form whatever we are, it is three-dimensional, right?
Yes.
But at certain situation, we are also in five-dimensional. When that information is being passed across to our 3D, we are able to understand that, okay, both we are able to understand. Now, my question here is, when like there are people who say like I could hear things, I could see things like from the spirit world and stuff like that. So that is like they are able to see and hear things from the five-dimensional world, right?
Yeah.
Now my question here is, I mean, in your experience, like have you ever communicated with another three-dimensional person but in five-dimensional world?
Okay. So the dimensions are very different than speaking to somebody. Okay. So dimensions are very, very different. Okay. I want to clarify this thing to you a little bit. A soul can be in different dimensions, and as human beings, we can be at different dimensions. And then there is a space where souls go. So, okay. So in the universe, in the consciousness world that we have, some souls come back again and again, right, into this human form that we're there, because their soul has to come to a certain level of enlightenment and awakening. And once that soul reaches a certain place, that's where we say, okay, you know what, it's an automatic thing where you become the consciousness. But till we become the consciousness, the soul, what we are, is the soul right now. The consciousness as me is a part of it, is going through this experience right now and getting all of these experience at this moment to become to that level. And I'll keep coming back till the time, and that's my perspective. Everybody has a different perspective. I'm respectful for that. But you keep coming back till the soul learns and gets all the lessons that it's supposed to get to say, okay, here, now I'm the consciousness, right? We are experiencing all of this. We choose. So it is not that those people who are there and the voices that you're hearing are on the 5D or 7D. No, it is not that. They are in a different space. You can be in the 5D, 7D, 7D, 8D, 12D. That is not where it is. And if you go on my, I can give you more about the dimensions, more details. Go on my Instagram. There's a reel there. Just few days back, I think I posted it through 3 days back. See that reel, and there's a comment here. Just say divine there or something, and I will send you a PDF which is in detail. I don't have it right now, but I could have sent it to you. And it talks about all different levels of dimensions that are there, from 3D to 5D, 4D, 7D, 12D. It shows everything and what it does, how it explains everything. It will show you. So I'll send you that PDF. So what my personal thing is, I choose. Again, we have the choice, right? We always have the choice. My personal choice is that I choose not to be talking to any other entity. That's what I choose. Can I talk to other entities? Might be I can talk if I try to talk, but that is not what I want to do. My choice is I want to be in a place of where I have a direct connection with the consciousness. my purest form of connection, which I believe in, is with the consciousness. I do not want anybody else in between me and the consciousness, because I am the consciousness. Am I answering your question?
But actually my question was, Abhi, um, I'll put it like in a very simple
Yeah.
example. So I'm in 3D form, okay?
Yes.
My 5D is also it's existing, but currently it is not visible or
Yeah.
it's
So you'll travel and come back. Yes.
yeah, so currently I'm in 3D. And similarly, whatever I could see, you are also in 3D. My question here is, through some means, like my form cannot speak to, not to your 3D form. I'm talking about a different dimension of you, is what is my question.
Yes. Okay. So can you talk to my fifth dimension? I don't think so. You can talk to my fifth dimension, because that's my dimension. And that's just my thought. Okay. That's how I believe in. Is this my dimension? I am going up and down the dimensions myself. That's my soul's journey. You can't talk to my seventh dimension till the time I feel like I want to talk to you. And then again, it has to be permission. From my side, there should be initiation. And from your side, there should be a permission that I want to talk to this. And it has to be a two-way permission to be working.
Right. Yeah. That is there.
That's
Yeah.
if there is a two-way permission from both sides, then it will work. Right.
It will.
But why? But the question for me is, am I interested in doing that? And again, you can have a thing of saying, I want to talk to, say, Augie's fifth dimension, right? But you will not be able to unlock it because the keys have to go from both sides, right? It only works, that lock only works when the keys come from both sides. If some other, and you know, that if some other dimension of thousands of millions of people are there, but they want to come to you and talk to you, you'll go crazy, right?
Yeah, I
You
get that.
understand?
Yeah,
You
there is.
understand? But until and unless you put the key from your side and say, I want to talk to you, right? There's a barrier. The consciousness has created that barrier. It's up to you how you want to dilute, how much you want to dilute. Some people believe in that and want to work that, and they dilute that wall completely. It's transparent for them. That's their choice. That's their choice. My choice, I can tell you, is my choice is to be on the light side. I want to be on the light. The more light I can be, because I am a light being, that's what I choose to be. So it helps me to be in the light when I want to just connect directly to the consciousness, because I know consciousness is me. It will take care of me. It will connect with me, and it is me.
Yeah.
So that's how it works for me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does that answer, Mercy?
Yes, definitely. Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Georgia, you had your hand up too, didn't you?
Well, I did, but I'm not sure I can put my question in a correct format, so it's understandable. I would like to know if Abhi is getting information like Neil Donald Walsh, like from his higher self, a soul fragment, or is his body right now an avatar? So what are you working with?
So my body is human. My body is 100% human right now in every form of the cell that it is there. It is
So
a
do you
human.
have an avatar? Do you know an avatar on the other side? Or are you working with your higher self?
So I don't have an avatar on the other side that's guiding me or telling me what to do. No, I don't have. The way I work and I tune is I have direct access. I'm blessed and grateful for the direct access that I have with the eternal shared consciousness that is there, that's created this cosmos, that created every cell and the atom and electron that exists in the galaxy of this planet and this universe. That is who I connect with. And that's the entirety of the cosmos that I connect to directly. I don't need, this is my thought, I don't need an avatar of me to talk to me, because I plug in directly into the electricity. I go to the generator directly, right? I plug in. I don't need an extension wire. That's my thought. I don't need an extension wire. I don't need a plug in there. I don't need an adapter. I don't need, because I have decided for myself and my soul that I'm going to do the work I am going to walk and do the work to reach and plug myself into the thing. I'm not going to take somebody else's help to, okay, here's a power adapter, do this or do that, and it'll help you. I don't want shortcuts because that's my journey. I want to enjoy this journey.
Yeah.
Why would I want somebody else to enjoy that journey and give it to me and, oh, here you are? I don't want anyone else to drive my car. I want me to drive my car. That's the journey. I want to see everywhere around. I want to see, feel the steering wheel. I want to press the brake. I want to put the gas. That's the experience why I'm here on this planet.
Yeah. That is the connection to source of all things.
That's how I look at it, Georgia. I hope I've answered. If there is any other thing, please ask.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Susie, you had also your hand up.
No, I was just putting my thumbs up. I was just loving what he was saying. I had hearts and thumbs up. I'm just loving this so much.
Okay. Yeah, he talked about being happy. Life should be fun. Absolutely. And we should be smiling all the time because now this is neuroscience speaking. It is theoretically impossible to feel bad if you're smiling.
And I'll say one more thing. And there's a beautiful comment by Kim. Kim says, it took me decades to discern that peace. And now it's freedom. That the direct connection with the light and the consciousness is the most precious thing. And absolutely. Yeah. And there's so many ways of going to the consciousness that you will find on this planet, right? There's so many ways everybody will tell you this staircase or that staircase, and mine is the best, mine gets fastest, mine gets you the best fruits. Everybody's got their thing. I don't care whichever you choose. I don't care. Yeah. I care for, is it making you a better human being when you reach up there? Are you becoming a better human for everybody around you and bringing joy and abundance and laughter and love for everybody around you? Have you made this planet a little better? Just this much better than when you came? With all the beauty and skills that the God has given you? Have you brought that one smile to somebody's face today? That's all. You made the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. There was another hand up here. Where did that go?
George is asking, so there's a question about George. George is saying, Abby, I'm not sure I understand what the soul is. Beautiful question. Let me explain to you my understanding of soul. A soul, George, is something that tells you whether what you're doing is right or wrong without reading the book or without somebody else navigating and telling you that this is what you should do and this is not what you should do. When you sleep, okay, if I ask you who you are George. Okay, George, who you are. If I take off your name, who is George? George is a man or a woman. I take that off. Who is George? George is 52 years old. Let's take that off. Who is George? George is a father. Take it off. Who is George? George is a golfer. Take it off. Who is George? When you ask all of these questions to yourself, and what remains at the end in the sieve, that is your soul. When you take off all of these tags that have been given to you on this human form, when you take all of those tags, that is your precious soul, my friend. That is the most precious thing, and that is called the soul. That soul that answers you, guides you, and tells you that you are to be loved. You're here, and you're very precious. There's nobody else like you in this entire cosmos. Learn this and remember this one thing if you take away from this talk today. There's nobody else like you that is watching and listening to me right now in this entire cosmos. You are unique, and you're blessed, and you're one of a kind. Imagine the power that made this. The sun comes up every day. Every day without asking, sun keeps coming down. The galaxies are moving. The waterfalls are coming. The whales are swimming. The fruits are ripening. All of that has been made, and that is running that made you. Can you imagine how amazing that is? That made you. What a fantastic thing you are. What a magnificent creation you are. Your job is only to go within and understand it and embrace it. Identify what it is. That's the only job you have here on this planet in this journey. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
George?
Yes, thank you so very much for that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Can I piggyback one question onto that one? About 3 or 4 days ago now, I had a discussion with someone on this exact question. And what came up from that person was, is it the soul that has consciousness, or is it the same thing?
Is it the soul that has consciousness, or the soul and consciousness is the same thing? So it is, and let me answer that.
Mm-hmm.
The answer to that is consciousness is like the ocean, and soul is like a wave. Consciousness is the entirety. Consciousness is the entirety of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And a soul is a wave that comes and goes, is an expression of the same consciousness. It is a part of it, but it is an expression that comes and takes a beautiful wave. Lets the surfers come over it, and then it goes. So every wave that hits the thing is a soul coming and expressing itself, enjoying hitting the waves, going over the sand, making the bubbles. That's life. That's our human life here.
That makes sense, because there is only one ocean, but there are billions of waves in that ocean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. More questions. I'm loving this.
We're running over a little bit here.
Are we done? Any questions?
There is one more question that I started out with, and I meant it not really as a question, but yeah, I did. And that is, what's the meaning of life?
Meaning of life is an experience of joyride. Meaning of life is experience. Collect as many experiences as you can. Meaning of life is, do not look at it from a perspective of binary like we talked in the presentation. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it right? Is it wrong? Look at life as a collection of putting these pearls together and making it a necklace. By the end, when you reach, when we are going to the other side, right? It should be a beautiful necklace that you're like, oh my God, look at this, what I created. Look at this beauty. It should not be that those pearls that you collect are kept safe in a safe, separately in a box and saved somewhere. No. Keep adding. Every day is a bead. Keep adding that bead into your necklace every day and wear it every day around your neck with joy. Thank you, Elena. Wear it with joy. Wear it with that enthusiasm. What is that bead that I'm going to put today? That is life. Life is going to be a compilation of all those beads that you're going to have, the sunsets that you've watched, the clouds that you see fleeting by, the friends that you've hugged, the morning coffee that you made that you really love, sitting with your dog. That is life. That when you look back at it, we don't know how much life anybody has. 20, 50, 100, we don't know. Right? We have no idea. What we have in control is today's day, today's bead. This moment that I'm with you, I am 110% with you right now, my friends. 110% I'm here with you right now. And that's what I can do. I'm living life right now. And my living life is being with Audie, being with you, amazing people right here, listening to you, connecting with your hearts and your energy at this moment. That's my life. And that's my beat for right now.
Yeah.
And I keep putting these beats together and creating a thing. And that's where I want to be a happy life at the end. That's what's going to be life for me. Life should never be lived with resentments. Never. If you want to skydive, go and skydive. You want to go for a walk, go for a walk. You love somebody, tell them you love them. You don't want to be with somebody, tell them, I really appreciate you, but I can't be with you. Live your life without regrets, my friend, because it's a beautiful life. You deserve, you're born to live with joy and happiness and love each and every breath of your life. That's why you're here.
That
And
makes
one last thing I wanted to say is, if any one of you, and one of the portals that opened for me, I want to mention, since you guys are here, is that I do quantum healing, quantum energy healing for people. And that is absolutely free of charge. I don't do it there's no charge for no cost for people. And if anybody is having any health challenges, I do that for people across the world. Just you can go on my website and there's quantum healing there. If anybody also needs it and wants it and is willing to receive it and believes in it, I can help them. And they can just go onto that thing and on my website and apply from there. There's a wait list there because I have only a certain amount of time that I can give. It takes only 15 minutes to 20 minutes for me to do it. It is done online on Zoom, and I don't need any preparation, nothing, just a glass of water is there you need to have with you, and that's what I do. And they can put their name into the wait list and I can get them into the queue. And that's something that the consciousness has given to me as my purpose again to take it forward and pass it on. It took me 3 decades to hold it with me, to understand how I'm going to take it and use it and give it forward. Now I have a way, and I'm blessed that I'm able to help people with living a better experience as humans at this time as much as I can. Their soul's journey is their soul's journey, but if there is the soul permits, I am able to help them elevate their experience a little and make it a little better here.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. This has been so wonderful. It's just a shame that Nori's work schedule and clients does not allow her to be here all that often. So I am hoping that she will be able also to watch the recording here and enjoy it as well as we did.
Thank you. I'm so blessed and grateful to have you all here with me and share my life with you guys and share your life with me. We're connected forever. We're friends forever. I always believe in this, that whoever I come across, there's a reason for it. And we are here together for a reason, that we are listening to each other, talking to each other. Thanks for Audie for getting me in front of all of you. And and thank you so much for all your blessings. All I need is your good wishes. That's all I need so I can continue my work. I'm here anytime you want me to come again or talk about something different. I would love to. Or if you have any questions, email me, message me. I'm always available.
Okay, and mention your website one more time.
Thank you. My website is bedivinehuman.com. Very easy to understand because you know what is a divine human now.
Yeah.
All of you know what is a divine human. A divine human is somebody who takes the learnings and clarity from being awakened and enlightened and uses it in their everyday life. So bedivinehuman.com. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. And in parting words, I don't know what to say. This was wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay then.
And it's been very good. Very, very wonderful gift that you gave us. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Such a pleasure getting to know you. Thank you.
All right, and then I will stop the recording. I guess we had it on all the way through, so here we go.